Hi everybody, my name is Brie. I appreciate you coming here, trying this video, giving yourself a little time to breathe and to move, especially during these times. It is really important to still create a sense of normalcy, give our bodies movement, and hopefully that's why you found me. If you do know me and you normally come to my classes, I just want to say I miss you. I hope that you're doing all right. And even if you never have come to my classes, I still miss you. I still hope you're doing all right. So before we start, I just wanted to maybe dedicate this practice to allowing ourselves to not be productive, even when we're at home. So before everything happened, before all of this, we are always expected to be productive, and our worth comes from that sense of being busy and always doing something. And even now, when we are stuck at home, most of us have lost our jobs, we're still expected to be busy, finish all those books that we've been putting off, get back into a workout routine, start running again. And I would like, maybe if this resonates with you, for us to dedicate our practice to doing nothing. It's all right to do nothing. It is okay to rest. It is okay to watch Netflix. It is okay to just sit there and breathe and focus on those feelings that are coming up. We don't need to always be doing something. We don't need to be productive even when we're at home. It's okay to waste some time. All right. So, sorry for my little rant. When you're ready, just come into a comfortable seat. If you'd like, the benefit of being at home is that you can bring any props that you like. So if you have a bolster, you can get a bolster. You could sit on a pillow. If you have blocks, you can bring them. You could use books as blocks. And if you would like, if you have some crystals, you can bring your crystals, maybe place them at the top of your mat. Maybe set out some candles, make yourself comfortable. Now we'll get started, I promise. So get into a comfortable seat, maybe sitting up on something, maybe sitting crisscross. You get to choose. You're at home. Nobody's watching. Maybe close down your eyes. Let's all take a deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out through your mouth. And just let your breath return to its natural rhythm here. Your hands can be face down on your thighs, maybe face up if you're wanting to receive a little bit of energy. And just begin to notice your breath here before we get into any movement. Notice where you're sending your breath in your body. Notice your heartbeat. Check in with yourself here. How are you feeling in this exact moment? Let those feelings come up. Acknowledge them, feel them. Notice where you feel them in your body. And then we'll come into our breath. Slowly start to lengthen your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. As you breathe in, send that breath down into your belly. Your ribs expand, your heart lifts, and you exhale, heart drops. Ribs pull in, belly squeezes all of that air out. Inhale, fill up, belly expands, expanding out through the sides, heart lifts. Exhale like a wave, heart all the way down into your belly. Keep finding those deep breaths, lengthening them each time. If you like the Ujjayi breath, if you know how to do that, if it's in your practice, or if you'd like to start today, you just constrict the back of your throat on your inhales and exhales, making that audible noise, like you're fogging up a mirror in front of you. This kind of breath helps me stay present by being able to hear my breath, and it also helps to heat up our body. So without even moving, we're already starting to build heat. And then we'll bring our chin down to our chest. Feel that stretch in the back of your neck. And we'll slowly bring our gaze back up through center and all the way up towards the sky. Open your jaw, feel that stretch in the front of your neck. And we'll bring it back through center. Look over your left shoulder. Back through center and over to your right shoulder. Back through center, right ear, right shoulder. And left ear, left shoulder. And we'll do that one more time. Bring your gaze back through center. Bring your chin down to your chest. And then all the way up to the sky. Back through center to look over your left shoulder. And over your right. Back through center, right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And then we'll just roll our head down, chin to chest, rolling over to the other side, other ear, other side. And roll it down and back. Move slowly. If it catches in any place it's extra tight, you can stay there, maybe breathe into it. Open up that space. Maybe keep that circle going all the way around, bringing your chin up towards the sky, back around. Move mindfully here. Notice those sensations. Notice where it's extra tight. And breathe. 2 more full rounds of breath. One last rotation. And bring your gaze back through center. Pull your shoulders up towards your ears. Squeeze them up. Exhale to pull them back. Drop them down. Move a couple more times. Roll them up towards your ears. Squeeze. Exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Drop them back. Shoulder, heart lifts. Inhale. Last time. Squeeze them up. Pull them back. Heart pulls forward. And we'll bring our hands down. Reach your fingers down towards the mat. Inhale to sweep your hands overhead. Exhale, twist over, looking at the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to your knee. Fingers can come back behind you, palm flat or on your fingertips. Inhale, sit up tall, lift your heart. Exhale, twist more deeply. Maybe look over that right shoulder. One more. Inhale to sit up tall, get length. Exhale to twist. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands rise. Exhale over to the other side. Right hand behind you. Left hand to opposite knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Create space in your spine. Exhale to twist from your core center. Maybe look over your right shoulder. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist. Come back through center. Hands rise. Bend your elbows. Lift your heart, cactus. Inhale, reach back up. And we'll bring our hands down to our sides. We're going to come into our tabletop now. So you can roll over your feet, coming onto your hands and knees, or bring your feet out to one side. Bringing your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Untuck your toes, and we're going to find our cat-cow. So drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze, breathe in. And to breathe out, round your spine, press the ground away from you. Reverse, inhale, pull your heart through your upper arms, hands pull back. And exhale, round, push the ground away, shoulder blades come apart. Move with your breath at your pace. You don't have to go exactly with me. Just let your breath initiate the movements. And maybe continue like this. Or maybe find some other movements. Shift your hips side to side. Bring your spine around in circles. Bring your head and your neck into it. Maybe bring your heart all the way close to the ground, lifting back up, engaging your shoulders. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Anything else that's calling to you, that's good. You're at home. Nobody's watching. Two more rounds of breath. Make it extra weird if you can. And you're going to bring your weight into your left hand. Inhale, right finger sweep up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes underneath left, right shoulder to the ground. You can keep your left hand by your face or walk it overhead. Bring it to your lower back, bring it to your right thigh. Maybe straighten through that left leg. See how it feels. And breathe. One more full breath in. Press that shoulder into the ground, twist. Bring your left hand back by your face. Press into your hand. Be patient. Inhale, right finger sweep up towards the sky. And exhale, right hand comes back down. We'll bring our weight into that right hand. Inhale, left finger sweep up. And exhale to thread the needle. Right shoulder to the ground. Right hand can stay here. Come to the top of the mat, to your lower back, or all the way to that thigh. Again, if you'd like, maybe straighten through that right leg. It does test your balance. It's all right. If you fall backwards, it's funny. Laugh, smile. It doesn't matter. Breathe. Bring your right hand back by your face. Press into that hand. Inhale, sweep it back open. And exhale, bring your hand back. One round of cat-cow. Drop your belly. Breathe in. And breathe out, round. We're going to tuck our toes under. Bring your hands to the top of your mat. Press into your hands. Lift your knees up. Keeping your knees close to where they are. Send your hips back. Knees still bent. And then begin to straighten through your legs. Downward facing dog. Here, find some movement. Bend one knee and then the other. Press your fingertips into the ground. We're going to bring our right leg up towards the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your knee to your nose and step your right foot through. We're going to come down onto that left knee. Untuck your toes, pressing into the top of that foot. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, right fingers drag behind you, left towards the front. Gaze can come out to your right or maybe look back towards those fingers. Breathe. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands to the ground. We're going to begin to straighten through that front leg. Toes point towards the ceiling, finding our half split. Inhale here. Exhale to walk it back forward, low lunge. We're going to move with our breath, so hands come up towards the sky. Breathe in, straighten that leg. Hands come back. Exhale, reach forward, re-bend your knee. Inhale, sweep those hands open, re-straighten that leg. Exhale, come forward. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to the mat. Plant your hands, tuck your left toe, lift that knee, and step your right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog. Breathe, find your breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend your knee, knee to nose. Step that foot through. Bring your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, hands rise. Left fingers drag behind you. Right towards the front. Find that twist. Inhale, hands come back up. Hands to the mat. Walk that left leg straight. Point the toes towards the ceiling. One breath. And we'll walk our hands back, re-bend through that knee. Moving with our breath, hands rise, inhale. We'll sweep our hands back, straighten that leg. Exhale, re-bend, fingers come forward, round your spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Last time, bring it forward. Inhale, hands rise, keep that knee bent. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your right toe, lift that knee, and step your left foot back to meet your right, downward facing dog. We're going to come down onto our knees. Knees come out wide, big toes touch. Sit your hips back, hands to the top of your mat, child's pose. Come back to your breath here. Every time you're back into your child's pose, breathe. Come back to that intention that we set. Coming back into our movement, back into our body. Notice the sensations you feel. Walk your hands out long to the top of your mat. Feel the stretch in your shoulders and your arms. One more full round of breath. When you're ready, walk your hands back up. Lift your hips. Bring your knees back underneath. Tuck your toes, and we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath here. Press into your fingertips. Breathe deeply, fully. 1 more. Come high onto your toes. Bend your knees. Look at your hands. Inhale, exhale to walk or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Stay here. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Sway side to side. Maybe interlace your fingers behind the back of your neck. Maybe grab your ankles. Bend your knees generously here. Reach your fingers towards the mat. Inhale back to a halfway lift. Hands to shins. Pull your shoulders back. Straighten your spine. Exhale, refold. Slowly stack as we rise. 1 vertebrae at a time. Head and arms are heavy, knees bent. Move slow. Once you make it to the top, we're in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Starting at our feet. Your feet can be hip distance or walk them together, big toes touch, heels 1 inch apart. Pull your fingers towards the ground. Lift your toes up, spread them out, place them back down 1 at a time. Legs engaged, core strong, shoulders down. Close your eyes. Hands sweep out and up overhead. Exhale to cactus, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, reach back up. Right fingers are going to drag back behind you, left towards the front. Pull your right hip forward. You're not allowing your whole body to twist, just your upper back. Inhale, hands sweep back up. Left fingers drag back behind you. Breathe. Pull that left hip forward. Inhale, hands sweep back up. We're going to bring our weight into that left foot. Right foot comes up. 90-degree angle between your thigh and your calf. Hands rise. Right hand drags behind you. Left hand to your right knee. If you fall out, that's all right. Just come back into it. Your gaze can stay forward. That helps a little bit with balance. Maybe you test your balance. Look over to the right. Pull that right hand back. Twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, hands rise. Keep that right knee up. We're going to bring your right knee over your left. So you can keep your foot in the air like this. You can bring your toes down. You can find your block. Bring your toes onto a block or find your full bind for your eagle. Right arm is underneath left arm. So I'm not mirroring you. You're going to be opposite of me. Sit your hips down. Pull your elbows up in line with your shoulders and push them out. Sit deeper. It gets easier. Tuck your tailbone. Belly button comes in. Breathe. 1 more inhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit a little bit deeper. Inhale to stand. Both hands lift. Rebend that knee. And we'll drop the hand down, foot down, hands to heart center. Come back to your breath. Breathe in. Full exhale out. We're going to bring our hands to our side. Inhale, sweep them out and up. Bring your weight into that right foot. Left foot lifts. 90-degree angle. Inhale here. Exhale, left fingers drag behind you. See where you want your gaze. Right fingers forward. Maybe slowly move your gaze over to the left. Reach that right hand back a little bit more. Inhale, reach back up. Left foot over right. Stay here, find your block. Maybe bring toes down or find that full bind. Left arm under right this time. Backs of your hands together or palms together. Lift your elbows up, pull them away from you. Sit down into this. Belly nice and strong. Tuck your tailbone under. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, open back up. Lift that leg. Exhale, foot down, hands to heart center. Beautiful, everybody. Bring your hands out to your sides. Inhale, sweep them out and up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold, plant your hands. We're stepping back into our high plank. Here, fingers into the ground, shoulders away, shoulder blades apart. Core nice and strong. You're not feeling your belly come down like this. Lower back feels strong, so lift your hips, lift your core, breathe. And we're gonna come down onto our knees. Keep your shoulders forward, elbows in. Slowly lower down onto your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, heart lifts. Gaze forward, no weight in your hands. Exhale, come back down, forward, head down. Inhale, up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come back down. Elbows in, tuck your toes. Either press onto your knees, like this, or press back into your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to nose, step that foot through. Inhale, hands rise. You always have the option to come down onto that back knee or keep it lifted. Find your balance. Your feet are on two separate train tracks. So you can see both of my feet right now. Your left foot should not be back behind your right. Maybe sit a little bit deeper. This back leg, nice and strong. We're gonna move with our breath now. So we'll inhale, straighten that leg, arms come back. Exhale, rebend that knee, fingers forward. Two more, inhale, open and straighten. Exhale, forward. Last time, inhale. And exhale, forward. Keep that bend in the knee, hands rise. Reach forward, come high onto those back toes, shifting that weight into your right leg. Lift up your left toes, warrior three. Now you can be anywhere along this spectrum for your balance. Maybe come into your full capital T. Fingers stretch towards the front, heels stretch back. Make sure that you're breathing. One more. Bend your right knee, left foot comes back, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground. Right foot comes back to meet your left, high plank. One full round of breath. Option to come down onto your knees or inhale, shift forward, high on your toes. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of your toes, thighs lifted. And exhale, downward facing dog. Clearing breath. Inhale through the nose. And sigh it out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend your knee, foot comes through. Inhale, hands rise. Always that option to come down. Find your balance. Moving with our breath, straighten that left leg. Hands come back, inhale. Exhale, reach it forward, bend that knee. 2 rounds of breath, inhale. Exhale. One more. Keep that knee bent, hands rise. Exhale, reach your fingers forward, come high onto those right toes, lift that leg, warrior three. Find your warrior. This is what works in your body. Reach your fingers forward, heel back, inhale, exhale, coming back into our high lunge, and exhale, hands to the ground. Step that left foot back to meet your right, high plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Clearing breath, inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let go of some of that heat. We're gonna all come down onto our knees. Hips over knees. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Allow your heart to fall, your forehead down. Come back to your breath. I'm a little sweaty. That's all right. If you're sweaty too, then we're in the same boat. You have 2 more rounds of breath here. One more. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. We're going to tuck our toes under, lift back into our downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward, back into our high plank. Keep your elbows in, option to come down onto your knees, or shift forward. We're going to lower all the way down. Hands come out to your sides, fingers underneath your elbows. Inhale, lift your heart, pressing into your fingertips. And exhale, drop that right shoulder down, look over your left. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, drop that left, look over your right. One more time each side. Inhale, up. And exhale, over to the right. Inhale, other side. Inhale, back up. Lift a little bit higher. And exhale all the way down. Hands underneath shoulders. Elbows into your ribs. Tuck your toes. Press onto your knees or straight into your high plank. Inhale. Pressing up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One full round of breath here. High onto your toes. Bend your knees. Look at your hands. Inhale. Exhale to jump or step. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Hands sweep out to the sides. Bend your knees. Core is strong, back strong. Hands rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time like that. Hands to your sides. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, drag them down. We're going to bring our weight into that left foot, right foot lifts. Moving through that eagle one more time. Inhale, fingers rise. Exhale, right hand sweeps behind you. Left to that knee. You can stay here. Or maybe grab that right big toe with your 2 first fingers. Begin to straighten through that foot. Keep that twist. Whoop, if you fall out, that's all right. I fell out too. One more inhale. And slowly rebend that knee. Inhale, sweep your hands back up. Finding our eagle again. Find your expression. Maybe toes on the ground, maybe full bind. Right arm under left. Elbows up, pull them away, sit down. Just one round of breath. Inhale to stand. Rebend that knee, bring it up. Hands rise. Finding our tree. So your toes can come down. Underneath your knee or above your knee. Just protect your knee so the foot doesn't come on your knee. Your other option is to find your half lotus, bringing that foot into your left hip crease. Your hands can go wherever they feel good, out to your sides for extra balance. To heart center, maybe rise up to the sky, maybe cactus. Maybe interlace your fingers behind your back and lift your heart. That's a little embarrassing, but that's all right. This is why we say don't look at yourself, right? One more round of breath. And we'll slowly release, shake it out. Come onto those left toes, bring them around in a circle, massaging out that foot that was on the ground. Reverse the circle. Left foot comes behind your right to the top of that foot. Find some curtsies, massaging the top of your foot, feeling stretch in the front of your ankle. And we'll bring your left foot back to meet your right. Shift your weight into that right foot. Lift up through your left. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, left drags behind you. Right forward, hand to that knee or grab your big toe. Straightening out through that leg, find your twist. One more. Slowly rebend that knee, hands rise, keep that leg bent, cross it over your right, finding our eagle. Left arm underneath right, lift your elbows, pull them away, sit down, one round of breath. Inhale, open back up, Brie, bend that left knee. Find your tree. Toes on the ground, foot underneath knee, above knee or half lotus. Flex those toes if you're in half lotus. Find your arm expression. Maybe try them all. See what feels good. And breathe. Feel that energy traveling up that right leg. Get a little bit taller. One more. And we'll slowly release that foot, bringing it back to the ground. Foot that's on the ground, massage it. We're coming onto the toes, finding those circles. Reverse. Go the other way. And we'll bring that right foot behind our left, finding our curtsies, feeling that stretch in the front of your ankle. And bring your foot back next to the other one. Hands come out to your sides. Inhale, sweep them out and up overhead. Exhale, swan dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Plant your hands. If you would like to jump, you're jumping straight into your chaturanga or step into your high plank. Jumping into chaturanga looks like this. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna lift our right leg into the sky. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist, dropping it down, right foot across your body. Setting up for our pigeon pose. Stay high onto your fingers. We're gonna inhale, look forward, heart lifts. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Drop your left hip down. Inhale, back through center. Squeeze your left knee and your right knee together as if you're trying to fold your mat in half. Lifting your hands up maybe. Feel that strength in your legs. Engage your legs before we fall down into this. One inhale. Exhale to release. Hands come forward. You can stay here. You can come down onto your elbows. You can bring a block underneath that right hip. You can come all the way down. If this doesn't feel good, in your knee especially, I want you to be really mindful of that. You can drop your right hip down, and you're gonna keep your right shin in line with the front of your mat, your left shin parallel to the side of your mat, sitting on that right hip. And then we'll fold over that leg. If this still doesn't feel good, come over that right knee, moving diagonal. Wherever you are you still breathing? Anytime your mind wanders, it's all right. It is going to. Just bring it back every single time. Notice those sensations. Where does it feel most tight? Notice where you're sending your breath. How deep is it? We have 3 more rounds of breath. How long and deep can you make these breaths? One more. Now to get out of this, walk your hands back close to your knee. Tuck your left toes under. Maybe bring that knee forward a couple inches, pressing into your hands. Lift your knee up off the ground. Just re-straining that leg, 3-legged dog. Maybe find some circles if you'd like to find wild thing. Slowly bring that right foot back behind you, lifting your hips. Right fingers reach behind you. And we'll bring our right fingers back. 3-legged dog, kick that right foot up and drop it back down by the left. Inhale, left leg lifts. Knee comes behind your left wrist. Foot across your body. Knee should be directly behind that wrist. If you find your right knee over here, we're not exactly getting to where we want to feel it. But if it still feels good for you, that's all right. We'll bring our fingers to the ground. Lift your heart. Look over that left shoulder. Drop that right hip down. Inhale, back up. Knees squeeze together, lifting yourself up. Maybe lift your fingers. And then we'll drop our hands back down. Find your expression on this side. Maybe bring that block under that hip. Here, just notice the difference in sensations from this side compared to the other side. Even though we always strive for balance, each side is going to have these tiny imbalances. And without judging, just notice, be mindful of them, adjust accordingly. Come back to your breath. 3 more full, deep rounds of breath. Fill up into your back. 2 more, maybe get a little bit deeper if it feels good. Slowly coming back up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes, lift that knee. Pressing your left foot back to meet your right. Bend that knee, maybe find those circles or bring your left foot back behind you, finding our wild thing. Lift your hips, reach back behind you actively through those fingers. And we'll bring our left fingers back, shift back, kick that left foot, and we'll come down onto both toes. Come down onto your knees, sweep your feet out to one side, we're coming to sit. Bottoms of your feet together, knees out, finding our Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. Hands can come to your ankles, your feet, maybe your big toes. We'll inhale, lift our heart. And exhale to fold, hinge from your hips first. Heart is leading you forward. And when you can't go anymore, then allow your head to relax down. Instead of really just pulling your forehead all the way down, I'll just allow the weight of gravity to keep you there. If this feels too much on your knees or your hips, you can also place blocks underneath your knees. And third option, you could stack your blocks, maybe rest your forehead on them, any level. You could place them on your feet or on the ground in front. One more round of breath. Inhale, get tall, reach your heart forward. And exhale to round. Hands to the ground. Slowly roll your way back up. Head will be the last thing. Bring your hands to your knees. Knees come back together. Feet on the ground, knees bent. Reach your fingers forward. And we're going to slowly roll down. Belly button into your spine. One vertebrae touches the ground at a time as you roll onto your back. Spine is long. As tall as we can get it. We'll bring our knees into our chest. You can hug your knees or behind them. Maybe rock side to side. Maybe make circles with your knees. Notice that massage that you feel in your lower back against the mat. Now we're going to keep our right knee straight in through that left. Flex your toes so the back of your leg reaches the ground. Pull that knee outside your rib cage towards your right shoulder. Maybe feeling a slight pinch constricting the flow of blood. As soon as we release, all the blood will flow back in. We'll keep our left hand on that knee. Right hand comes out to a T. Guide your right knee across your body, finding that twist. You can find a block underneath your knee, or just allow that knee to hang out there. Right shoulder stays on the ground. Gaze can stay up towards the ceiling or over your right fingertips. And still, stay connected to that breath. Use your inhale. Open up between your hip and your shoulder. Open up that space between your rib cage. Exhale to pull that shoulder down. Pull that knee away. Twist from your core center. Just one more. Slowly roll back. Pull that right knee in. One more inhale. And exhale to switch. Pull that left knee. Flex your right toes. Pull your knee outside your rib cage towards your left shoulder. And keep your right hand on that knee. Left hand out to your T. Guide your knee across your body. Maybe finding that block. Maybe keeping that knee hanging out as long as your left shoulder is staying on the ground. Gaze up towards the ceiling or over your left fingers. Again, use your breath here. One more. Bring your gaze back up. Come back onto your back. Pull your left knee in. One last inhale. And exhale, left leg goes out long next to the right, opening up those hips. We'll re-bend through our knees. Knees come to your chest. You can either stay here, maybe rock side to side, or find your happy baby. You're in the safety of your home. If this feels good, pull your knees outside your ribs. Feet stamp towards the ceiling. Grab what's accessible. You could grab your shins, your ankles, your big toes, or the outside edge of your feet. Pull your shoulders down. Pull your lower back towards the ground. And then find stillness, or maybe rock side to side. Maybe straighten one leg, maybe straighten the other leg. These are our last moments before I lead you to Savasana, but you can choose to continue on. You can choose to find other movements. When you're ready, we're going to bring our knees into our chest, hug them in tight. Maybe bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath. Squeeze yourself in a tiny ball. Exhale to release. Legs out long, arms out to your sides. Now this is where it gets fun. Our Shavasana. You can stay just like this on the ground. Walk your shoulder blades together, lift your heart. Or you can make yourself extra comfortable. Maybe find a pillow. Maybe place it underneath your back. Maybe place blocks under your knees. This can be the ultimate Shavasana. Close down your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Release your entire back. Your legs all the way down to your toes. This is your time for rest. When you are ready, you can slowly bring yourself out of it, or give yourself a little bit more time if you have it. Thank you for joining me today. I miss you. I love you. Stay healthy. I bow my head.